The Indian Constitution is the supreme law of India, providing the framework for the country's political, legal and social system. It outlines the structure, powers and duties of government institutions and the rights and responsibilities of citizens. Here's a detailed overview of the Indian Constitution. Background and adoption. Drafting and adoption. The Indian Constitution was drafted by the Constituent Assembly, which was formed in 1946. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the chairman of the drafting committee, played a pivotal role in its formulation. The Constitution was adopted on January 26, 1950, a day now celebrated as Republic Day. Length and content. Initially, the Constitution had 395 articles divided into 22 parts and 8 schedules. It has since been amended numerous times, making it the longest written constitution of any sovereign country in the world. Preamble. The Preamble serves as an introduction to the Constitution, stating its guiding principles and objectives. Sovereign India is a sovereign state, meaning it is independent and not subject to external control. Socialist aims to reduce inequality and provide for equitable distribution of wealth. Secular ensures that the state treats all religions equally and does not favour any religion. Democratic establishes India as a democratic republic where the government is elected by the people. Republic India has an elected head of state rather than a hereditary monarch. The structure of the Constitution is meticulously organised into various parts and articles, each addressing specific aspects of governance and civil rights. Part 1 deals with states and union territories, covering Articles 1 to 4. Part 2 focuses on citizenship, from Articles 5 to 11. Part 3 is dedicated to fundamental rights, spanning Articles 12 to 35. Part 4 outlines the directive principles of state policy, detailed in Articles 36 to 51. Part IVA includes fundamental duties, specifically mentioned in Article 51A. Part 5 covers the Union, from Articles 52 to 151. Part 6 addresses the states, detailed in Articles 152 to 237. Part 7, which dealt with states in Part B of the first schedule, was repealed by the 7th Amendment Act in 1956. Part 8 is about the Union territories, spanning Articles 239 to 242. Part 9 focuses on the panchayats, from Articles 243 to 243.0. Part 9A covers the municipalities, detailed in Articles 243p to 243zg. Part X addresses the scheduled and tribal areas, from Articles 244 to 244a. Part Zisvertun elaborates on relations between the Union and the states, spanning Articles 245 to 263. Part the 14th deals with finance, property, contracts and suits, covered in Articles 264 to 300a. Part 13 focuses on trade, commerce and intercourse within the territory of India, detailed in Articles 301 to 307. Part 14 is about services under the Union and the States, from Articles 308 to 323. Part 14. A includes tribunals, specifically mentioned in Articles 323A to 323. Part 15 covers elections, detailed in Articles 324 to 329. Part 16 addresses special provisions relating to certain classes, from Articles 330 to 342. Part 17 focuses on the official language, spanning Articles 3. Part 38 is about emergency provisions, detailed in Articles 52 to 56. Part 19 miscellaneous provisions, Part Tag X, the amendment specifically mentioned in Article 2. Part Tag Wrong, own. The key features of the Indian Constitution are both comprehensive and intricate, ensuring a robust framework for governance and civil liberties. The federal structure establishes a federal system of the government with a clear division of powers between the central and state governments. It includes a strong central authority and a degree of autonomy for states. The parliamentary system in India follows a parliamentary system of governance where the executive branch derives its legitimacy from the legislature and is accountable to it. Fundamental rights, as guaranteed in Part 3 of the Constitution, include the right to equality, freedom of speech and expression, protection against discrimination, and the right to constitutional remedies. The directive principles of state policy, outlined in Part 4, are non-justiciable guidelines intended to guide the government in framing policies and laws to ensure social and economic justice. Fundamental duties listed in Article 51A include respecting the Constitution, promoting harmony, and protecting the environment. The independent judiciary is provided for in the Constitution to interpret the laws and protect the rights and freedoms of individuals. The amendment process allows the Constitution to be amended through a detailed process outlined in Article 368, permitting changes to reflect evolving needs and circumstances. The significance of the Indian Constitution cannot be overstated. It is a living document that has guided India's democratic journey and governance for decades. The Constitution balances the principles of justice, liberty, equality and fraternity and continues to evolve through amendments and judicial interpretations to meet the needs of a diverse and dynamic society.